Want to maximize your fun at Universal Orlando? And come with us, we're going to show you how. Universal Orlando is home to some of the best world-class attractions that you can find in any theme park. Covering 541 acres, it is easy to get lost in the world of activities that you and your family can take part of here at Universal Orlando. And of course, with these world-class attractions comes crowds, expenses, confusion, tension, but I'm gonna help you not have to wait in long lines, find the best snacks, and just maximize your time here at Universal Orlando. Good morning from Universal Orlando. My name's Jose. I am the amusement park dad. As a dad of 2 boys and a family of 4 that come to Universal Orlando all the time, I have so many tips for you that'll help you maximize your day here. Small tip, number 1, to make the most out of your theme park day here at Universal Orlando, take the moving walkway. Save yourself some steps. You'll be taking plenty of those throughout the day. Welcome to Universal Orlando. Today is Friday and it is packed. It's only 9 a.m. so I imagine it's gonna get worse throughout the day. Guess everybody heard of that new sale for $199 for Florida residents. You can get a ticket that allows you in every day, no blockout days, to Universal and Islands of Adventure all the way to December 18th. Not too bad. Not sure if it's just because it's a Friday, but man, I haven't seen Universal this packed this early in a long time. Now, these are gonna be just simple tips, and I know it's not always simple for you and your family to wake up early in the morning. So I'm not gonna say my number 1 tip that I tell everybody, which is to come early. We'll skip that for right now, but I have plenty of others. As a dad in a family of 4 that comes to Universal Orlando all the time, we have plenty of tips to share, and that's what I'm gonna do today in order for you to maximize your day here at Universal Orlando. As we're about to scan, a small tip, have your ticket already out and ready. If it's in a lanyard or in some sort of plastic covering, sometimes it's hard for them to scan it. So if you just take it out, it's just faster that way. Another tip is, try the corners, either the extreme left, extreme right. Usually less line there. Once you're scanned in and ready to go, make sure you and your family are decisive about what you're gonna do. And that all goes into planning. I always like to advise people, plan 3. 3 rides, 3 different snacks you might wanna try, and 3 shows or activities that you and your family want to do. That way you have some sort of structure so you can plan around those priorities. These parks are so popular. There's always a lot of folks here. A little bit of planning goes a long way, trust me. Right here after port of entry is some beautiful photo opportunity sections. There you see Velocicoaster in the background and the Hulk. You can just hear the screams from down here. And this section right over here, for those of you who did not know, is actually the only section at Islands of Adventure that you're allowed to smoke if you need to. So just be aware, if you're coming here with your kids, there will be smokers. Or might be smokers. It's probably mostly just people taking pictures though. Next tip to make the best out of your Universal day, bring a cup for water. All these stations have free ice and water for you to refill. Or you can buy a refillable cup that gives you refills all day long at both Universal, Islands of Adventure, and even City Walk. Next tip for making the most out of your Universal day, never miss a photo spot. There's signs like this all over the park that will show you what a good photo spot is. And that one shows you this spot right here. I'm gonna show you the Dr. Seuss landing sign. Awesome photo spot. Another clue for a good photo spot is photographers. If you see a photographer near, they are taking photos. They are not charging you anything. They give you a little card that saves the photo that they take, and then you have the option to go to the store later on to purchase whatever photo you like. And there are also photo packages available. So if you wanted like an annual photo pass, if you're sure, like if you had an annual pass and you're sure you want a bunch of ride photos and family photos, That's a pretty good investment, at least for 1 year. Even though Cat in the Hat is a kid ride, if you see 5-minute wait and you need to get out the sun, go on and get in here. The Cat in the Hat queue is one of the coolest queues at Universal Orlando. Not just cool looking, but cool in temperature too. The AC in here is always cranked up really high. I love it. Giving your body a little bit of break from the heat goes a long way in how long you can last for the rest of your day here. Know where you are and what your options are. So Islands of Adventure in particular is divided into different lands. This is Dr. Seuss Land. Really quickly, I'm gonna tell you, Dr. Seuss Land is the home of 4 different rides, a bunch of quick service stands, Circus McGurkus Cafe, which is more of like a sit-down quick service restaurant. But if you are hungry and you are in Dr. Seuss Land, I recommend green eggs and ham. Everything there is tater tot based, and I love tater tot. I'll give you a review here shortly. Their dishes contain tater tots, which is one of my favorite foods. We normally grab a couple of different varieties and share. I'm gonna show you what I got. I got the green eggs and ham dish. Scrambled eggs, cheese, diced ham, tater tots. The green color is from chives that they chop up finely, so don't be afraid of that. It is delicious. My wife got the carnitas tots, and my kids got the buffalo chicken and the pizza tots. We didn't get to eat breakfast this morning because we left the house so early, so this is our breakfast. That's why I purchased 4 of them. But normally we'll purchase like 2 and then share. We're still gonna share. Well, I'm gonna take some of my kids and my wife's tots because they're delicious. Another quick tip to make the most out of your day here at Universal Orlando is to ride the High in the Sky Seuss Trolley train ride at night. It has the most incredible views, and it's just nice and serene. It's a great way to end your day if you're on this side of the park. My next tip for making the most out of your day is here at the Goose Juice, they have 2 different drinks that you can't get anywhere else. The Moose Juice and the Goose Juice. They're sort of a slushy drink that has different flavors that, again, you can't get anywhere else. However, if you have an activated Freestyle cup that gets you free refills all day, they'll fill up your cup for free. I want to do a quick food review for one of the best snacks that I've tried in a while. This is the Brookie. Right when you exit the Seuss trolley ride, it leads you to Snickers and Snookers sweet candy cookers. Snookers and Snookers sweet candy cookers. It's a candy store that sells all sorts of sweets. I had this one the other day and I already know what it's like, but I'm gonna taste it for you and I'll give you a review. So let's see here. Now, for those of you who don't know, a Brookie is a cookie inside of a brownie, or some sort of mixture of a cookie and a brownie. Chocolate chip cookie and a chocolate fudge brownie. Here's what it looks like and the taste. So good. The brownie is nice and fudgy and it has a strong chocolate flavor. And the chocolate chip cookie is just perfect, crumbly, soft, sweet. It adds texture, and obviously that, just that buttery cookie chocolate chip flavor that we all know and love. So this is a really good sweet treat. It's not too big, but it is very rich. So if you can share it. Today I might not. It is certified delicious. Next tip to make the most out of your day here at Universal Orlando, take the Hogwarts Express over to Universal Studios from Islands of Adventure, or from Universal Studios to Islands of Adventure. Now, if you've never done this attraction before, and yes, it is an attraction, it's a little bit more, it's a form of transportation and an attraction, then I definitely recommend it. There can be sometimes a long wait. Usually before noon, it's not too bad. Or after about 2 p.m., I'd say. But from noon to 2, It's the peak time. It's usually when everybody has done everything over here at Islands and they want to go over to Universal. Now, if you do get the chance, you want to take them both ways. Now, if you're not a big fan of Harry Potter, or you've done this attraction and you're okay with just walking over to the park, I'd say if you had to wait any more than about 25 minutes for this attraction, it's probably just faster for you to walk over there. Next tip for making the most out of your Universal day is don't miss the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Right here, Universal Studios, once you see the night bus, you want to turn and see this brick wall, and that's where you want to go in. It's 11:08 right now. We have about 3 minutes before my next tip. Welcome to Diagon Alley. My next tip, whenever you're here, is do not miss the dragon breathing fire. This is an important photo op for a lot of people. So the dragon breathes fire every 10 minutes on the ones. So it is 11:09 right now. It'll happen in 2 more minutes and 11:11. And I'll catch it for you. This is a pretty good spot to catch it. All right, it's 11:11. Here it comes. Your next tip for making the most out of your day here at Universal Orlando is don't miss the opportunity to cast a spell here at Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade over at Islands of Adventure. There's a bunch of little gold plates on the ground you'll see. I'll show you one right here. Right there. That represents areas where if you had an interactive one, you can cast a spell that usually does something like it. There's a whistling bird that you shut up, or a fountain that you turn on and water comes out, or lights that are off and you turn them on. It's your chance to immerse yourself in the world of Harry Potter and be a real wizard. Now, in order to do this, you do have to have an interactive one. Those are sold in a few stores here at Diagon Alley, or also over at Hogsmeade at Islands of Adventure. They even sell them at the hotel stores, the Universal Orlando stores. They average, I believe, anywhere from $60 and up, depending on which one you choose. If you are at the Dragon, over here on this side, you're gonna find my next tip, and that is to go into Nocturne Alley. Nocturne Alley is a dark alley where, if you're familiar with the movie Harry Potter, you'll know this is not where you want to be, but you're safe here at Universal Orlando. So just check it out, it's pretty cool. It's usually nice and dark and cool in here. There's places to do magic, places to shop, places to just look around and see things. And there's an exit over on the other side. So you know that saying, when in Rome? Well, when in Wizarding World, butterbeer. Get yourself one. My next tip, while you're here at Diagon Alley, and if there's a show going on, do not miss it. One of my favorite shows happens here. I'm gonna insert a clip real quick. Has live singing and dancing, I'm all for it. As I'm drinking my butterbeer, I'm reminded to remind you that there are several different versions of butterbeer. There's hot butterbeer, there's cold butterbeer, and then there's the best, frozen butterbeer. There's also a butterbeer fudge that's sold at the sweet shops, a potted butterbeer cream that you can have at both of the restaurants. Here at Diagon Alley, it's called the Leaky Cauldron, and over at Hogsmeade, it's called the Three Broomsticks, where you can get the potted buttercream and also the limited time only butterbeer ice lollies, which are like ice pops, butterbeer flavored. Before I give you my next tip, I do want to just say I just got the announcement that Universal Orlando has announced the nighttime show for this year's Halloween Horror Nights 2024, and it is another Nightmare Fuel show. It's called Nightmare Fuel Nocturnal Circus. Now, those of you who have experience Nightmare Fuel before here at Halloween Horror Nights, you know it's an amazing show. They've had it here for the past few years, different versions of it. This year is going to be a little bit of a dark circus theme. I can't wait to see it. My next tip for making the most out of your Universal Orlando day is, especially if you're a 90s kid and you want to listen to the best music, come to the Men in Black area. Every time I walk by here, I just want to dance. Now, Amusement Park Dad has been known to rip a carpet or two in his day. I have a bad knee, so I won't be doing that for you today, but maybe if this video gets 1,000 likes, I'll show you my best dance moves. Another small tip that goes a long way in helping you maximize your time here. Making sure you just have the best time is, especially in the summer, it's hot. You want to stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water throughout your day. You'll feel so much better if you do. As we enter the Simpsons land, I'm reminded how much I don't like the Simpsons ride. It just makes me queasy. If you've never experienced it before, I say go for it. But me personally, I stay away. So right across from Lardad here, Lardad, when you see this boy, Lardad, you'll see the Krusty Burger, Moe's Tavern, another shop here. This green building right here, where you'll also find the restrooms, is the entrance to the food court. I recommend you go in, find a table, because it's so hard to find a table in there. A mobile order, and then just wait till your mobile order is ready, and then you can skip that line. Now, if there's a line outside the door and you can't even go in to get a table, put in your mobile order first. That way, once it's ready, you have proof that you have a mobile order that's ready, and they'll let you go in and find a table. Looks like they already have some props ready for Halloween Horror Nights. If you guys haven't seen it, I did put out 2 videos on how to prepare for Halloween Horror Nights. I will put it in the description below so you can check those out. I recognize that card. That holds the Blues Brothers. Which brings me to my next tip. Do not miss the Blues Brothers show. It happens on the New York side. I will put a clip in if I can. If not, I'll get you a video here pretty soon. It's definitely top 3 my favorite shows at Universal Orlando. And don't miss other characters like Marilyn. Marilyn Monroe does have her own show where she kind of sings and dances with other dancers. However, I personally prefer the ones that sing live. So Celestina Warbeck and the Banshees at Diagon Alley is one, and the Blues Brothers show. They both sing live, and I just appreciate that a little bit more. Another thing to make the most out of your Universal Orlando day, don't miss the tribute stores. They're not here forever. Another tip for making the most out of your day here at Universal Orlando is don't miss the shows. Here in particular, just in Hollywood Boulevard, you have the Bourne Spectacular over here. And over there, we passed it already, but it is the Horror and Makeup Show. The Horror and Makeup Show has been here since, I believe they've been doing the Horror Makeup Show since Universal Studios opened. And it's so funny and so educational at the same time. I definitely recommend it for everybody. The Bourne Spectacular is new, so it has a lot of really cool new technology you might not have ever seen in a stage show. One tip I will say here, since it's July, protect yourself from the sun. Wear a hat, bring an umbrella, bring some sunglasses, wear some sunblock, do whatever you have to. These are just a few of the small tips that'll just go a long way in making the most out of your day here at Universal Orlando. My family of 4 visits Universal Orlando all the time, as well as the other theme parks here. So I will definitely be uploading more videos that are helpful to you and your family. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. For more theme park tips and tricks, go ahead and click above my head. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep maximizing your fun.